The MindTap interface is very intuitive, but we wanted to provide this guide just in case you may need extra assistance navigating the assignments and viewing the feedback and grades. Your scores in MindTap will be manually transferred to Blackboard after the due dates pass. Many of the scores will be averaged before they are recorded in Blackboard. For example, you will complete multiple programming exercises for labs and lab tests, but each one is scored individually. A single averaged score will be recorded in Blackboard. Your official course average is only available in Blackboard. Use Mozilla Firefox, not Chrome. Click the Cengage Unlimited icon in the Announcements area of Blackboard, or key in cengage.com/dashboard in the browser's address bar. Log in using the information you entered when registering for Cengage Unlimited. You should have used your MCC email address as advised in the Cengage enrollment instructions. Enter the course key to enroll if you haven't already. Use the Register Another Product link at the top. Click on the course. Click Expand All in the upper left corner of the MindTap window. Notice the word Unit. This is the same as Chapter in Blackboard. To effectively navigate both MindTap and Blackboard, refer to the assignment guide in Blackboard. The assignment guide lets you know what is required each week and where items are located. Page 1 of the assignment guide shows the weekly due date and time. Click on the Unit 1 textbook chapter in the MindTap outline. Use the arrows on the right or left to navigate the pages. Notice that the pages are not numbered at the time of this recording. I have completed a few surveys asking Cengage to please add page numbers. Use the Read Speaker feature. If you are an auditory learner, it will read the book to you. Use the table of contents in the upper left corner to return to the first page of the chapter. It contains a set of links for all of the major topics so that you can navigate to specific sections more easily. Read and study the examples. The author does an excellent job of explaining each program. Do not let the programs overwhelm you. Look at them in small pieces. Enter some of them in code blocks to practice. When writing code, you can copy and paste code snippets from the Code Samples Word file in the CSC 134 Data Files folder. Click the X in the upper right corner to return to the outline. Click on a Unit 1 video. Click the large play button. You may want to pause the video and take notes. You could add the notes to the ones you are required to take while reading. Notice that the videos have a transcript and closed captions. Click the X in the upper right corner to return to the outline. Click the link to the Unit 1 flashcards. There are many cards available for key terms in each chapter. Click on Flip Card. Click on Next Card. Notice that there are options to shuffle the deck and add your own custom cards. You can even print the cards and cut them out if you prefer using physical cards. Click the Settings button above the deck to explore that option. You will need a printer with a duplexing option. Most have the feature, although a lot of them require you to manually feed the sheets back through to print the back sides of the sheets. Click the X in the upper right corner to return to the outline. Collapse Unit 1. Locate the Unit 2 Additional Coding Practice folder. Click on Programming Exercise 2-17. Click on Start Assignment Now. It opens to the instructions. There is a coding window in the middle and a terminal window on the right. Read all instructions carefully. Think about the pieces of code needed to solve the problem. Can you reuse code from the chapter or use code samples Word file in the course data files? Copy and paste code snippets whenever possible to avoid reinventing the wheel. Let's analyze Programming Exercise 2-17. Download the code file in Blackboard. Notice how I added comment lines containing the instructions to help you see how to break the instructions into smaller pieces for writing the code. Read the instructions carefully. Sometimes they are on individual little screens, and you will see little navigation arrows at the bottom of the instructions pane. Variables needed include total produced, cost to produce liter, profit per carton, and cartons needed. Constants needed include carton capacity, which is 3.78 liters. We need output statements to give the user instructions on what to enter. We need input statements to collect what they enter. We can separate these with end L for a cleaner look. We need output statements for requested calculations. So we need to use the variables established and the values collected to perform the calculations. We must display the results to the user via output statements. Study this example to see how the instructions were used to craft the code. Perform some calculations manually so that you will know if the calculations in your solution are correct. There's an example of this at the bottom of the code file you downloaded. You will normally write the code to solve the problem, but we will paste it for this example. Copy everything from the preprocessor directive down through the last curly brace. Paste it. Click the Run Code button in the lower right corner to run the code. It will run without errors, but that's only because I corrected all errors before uploading the code file in Blackboard. I left out several semicolons when I originally wrote the code and had to compile it a few times before it worked properly. Enter some sample input such as 5, 1, and 2. Press Enter. Notice that the characters do not wrap properly. Low screen resolution causes this. Click the Tasks button on the left. Click the Run Checks button. Expand it. Everything is great, but what if there had been some errors? Notice what happens when you omit punctuation marks. If we remove the accent marks before total produced and the semicolon at the end of the line and run the code, we see error messages. Read the errors. Although the messages look cryptic, they provide information to try to help you locate the errors. This error message states that a semicolon is needed on line 46. It is confused because the accent marks are missing. Add the accent marks and semicolon back. Click the Run Code button. It is error-free again. I frequently forget semicolons at the ends of lines, so I usually check the entire program for that error before trying to cipher the error messages. Notice what happens when some of the calculations for the output are omitted. Run the checks again. Read feedback from the CodeBot for assistance in correcting the errors. This one is simple. It only runs one check for output based on predetermined test values. Sometimes there are multiple checks. Click the Run Code button. Enter a set or two of their test values. Look at their results below the output. How does yours differ? It is obvious that we left off the profit calculation. It is displayed in red in their results and is not showing in our terminal window. We can fix this problem by adding that calculation back and then running the checks again. Click Submit in the Tasks area when you achieve 100%. Click Confirm. Please note that this program will also run in code blocks if you want to work with it offline. Click the review icon to check statistics for this item. Mine are high because I have been practicing to record this video. Click the workspace icon to enlarge the coding and terminal windows. Click the X in the upper right corner to return to the outline. Collapse everything in MindTap. Expand the Test 1 folder if necessary. This is merely a demonstration. You will need to wait until the test is assigned to click on it. Click on Concepts Test 1. Click on Start Assignment Now. Click on the OK Take the Test Unit 1 test message. Yours will open up on question 1. Click the Listen button to have the question read to you if desired. Select an answer. Click Continue in the bottom right corner to advance to the next question. You can use the Previous button if you need to review earlier questions. The Continue button will become a Submit button on the final question. You only get one attempt on concepts tests, so please ensure that you are finished reviewing questions before clicking Submit. Click OK. Notice that you receive options. You can review the test, or you can return to the Learning Path outline. Let's click on Review this test. Notice that you can click Continue to review the questions. When finished, click the X in the upper right corner to return to the outline. To view your MindTap scores, click on Open Gradebook. You can view scores in MindTap, but your official course average is only available in Blackboard. The assignment guide lets you know which scores will be averaged and submitted for assignments such as Concepts Test 1, Lab Test 1, etc. Click the X in the upper right corner to return to the outline. Here are a few basic troubleshooting tips. Refer to the Cengage enrollment and support information document in Course Information in Blackboard if you need to contact Cengage technical support. Please do not use Google Chrome, use Mozilla Firefox. If you try to load an assignment and see error, an error occurred while processing your request, or a similar message, log out of MindTap and Cengage Unlimited. Log back in. If your internet connection drops while you are working on an assignment, try opening the assignment again after re-establishing the connection. It should let you resume working on it. Contact your instructor if it will not resume where you left off or will not allow you to start a new attempt. Attach a screenshot of the error message. Use the paperclip icon to attach it to the email. Do not embed the graphic.